Hi, my loves. How are we doing? All right. I just want to give out another general read, but this one I want to see what is coming for this collective this weekend. Okay, what to expect this weekend. Okay, and even though it's very general, we know the drill. If this doesn't apply to you, sit right with you. You don't want to hear what I have to say. That is completely okay. I will return some of the time, but what's coming this weekend? Okay. So I got the Five of Pentacles, the Hangman, and then the Six of Pentacles right there. And then I got the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I'm hearing just when you think it's over. No, it's not. And again, very general, so take it out. It applies to whatever situation. There's some form of, I'm hearing a response you're wanting back. You're waiting for some form of response to come back to you. And I think you're at this spot where you're automatically telling yourself, like, I didn't get it. It's a no. They're not interested. Whatever, you know, it is that you're waiting for that response back is not interested in you. And again, fast incoming communication this weekend. I'm hearing, no, it's yours if you want it. There's some about this collective. I think you may be having anxiety over this. It's like you're getting no response right now. But again, with that Five of Pentacles, I think you're kind of doing the, nope, it's done. You have a bad habit of shutting something down before you could get an answer to it. And it could lead towards anxiety. You could be somebody that struggles with anxiety really bad. And I know this, you know, saying is easier said than done. But until you get that answer, there is a lesson of you need to calm down. Like sometimes no answer is a good answer. It's like, again, there's something about you've been put on hold for a minute. It's like showing up on a vacation and then you get to your hotel room, you look outside your window, it's a cloudy day, and you wanted it to be sunny. So immediately it's like you pack, it's like, oh, the vacation's going to suck. So you just pack up your bags and just like leave. And that's what you're in your mind you're doing. You're so fixated on the little details is kind of what I'm getting, instead of the bigger picture of that yes or no. It's like you overanalyze some things and go, well, I bet I screwed up by saying this, or I brushed this off, or I didn't, you know, come in confident. It's like you're really too hard on yourself on the little things when in reality it doesn't. None of that really mattered. Yeah, death right here. Everything is transforming right now. I'm hearing you are about to get an answer, and it's a definite yes with that Six of Pentacles. Yeah, temperance right there. That's what I'm saying. Your patience is paying off big time when it does come to this. Heavy earth energy. Also got Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces. But even then, as I'm saying right there, this is kind of a lesson of a test of your faith, a test of your loyalty. Like, how long were you going? You know, they were kind of waiting, your guides were waiting for you to kind of throw in the towel. You didn't. I'm not saying you haven't had your moments where you shut it down, but you didn't give up. That's the one, like, pat on the back you should have on yourself right there. I got Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. It could refer to a person, or maybe I'm hearing, again, very general, you could get asked out this weekend. It's like you're finally going to get that response, or maybe like you're kind of praying somebody will approach you. And again, there's some form of incoming communication. And even if it doesn't apply to love, maybe you're waiting on somebody to get back with an interview of some form, or a friend to get back with you on something. I'm hearing you're waiting on an invitation. I'm hearing quite a few different things, but I am hearing you're about to get that thumbs up this weekend. Okay, really what this lesson is trying to teach you with with that temperance is something to do with your anxieties. It's like, in a funny way, it's like you were purposely put on hold right now to see how you would react. And now obviously when it does come to our anxieties, or especially if we get no answers, it's kind of a struggle bus. I could hear even this collective, you could be a Gemini. I always joke and say Gemini is like the worst thing you could do to a Gemini is cut communication or not communicate with Geminis at all. And it makes them kind of go a million miles an hour. So that could be another sign you could be a Gemini out of this one. But yeah, your journey is just beginning with the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. we're all not going to handle it a-okay perfectly when it comes to being put on hold or being told to wait on something, and that is completely normal. But there is something maybe in the past you do have a habit that when you don't get that immediate yes, you're like, well, nope, that must be a no. It's like, you know, there's something about a lesson of you really need to shift your mind that everything will work out the way it's supposed to be. I always, talk on here. You wake up and say, I'm going to have a crappy day. Odds are you're going to have a crappy day. Same thing. Control your manifestations. Control your mind. You know, what you put into your mind is your reality. If you this Five of Pentacles here, it's kind of scary. It's like two corpses kind of walking through a burning cemetery. It's like that's where immediately where your head goes. When in reality, look at that. Look how beautiful she looks. True balance is taking place, because I noticed with the Temperance too, you see she has an angel wing and like a devil demon wing, whatever, verbiage you want to use. It's like, again, that's what I'm saying. You're not meant to, especially when it comes to anxious, answers or communications or response back. You're not going to handle that moosaw all the time, but there is some form of balance. I feel like with this collective, you could have really driven yourself mad, and it's like you put yourself maybe even into this depression or depressive episode this past week of, it's like you're mourning the loss of something, especially with this death card here, when again in reality you just haven't gotten an answer. Maybe that is something this collective, you need to have that reminder. Until you get that answer, don't react. And if you do get to that point where you are having anxieties and you are struggling, it's kind of like learn how to distract yourself. Learn to surrender. Whether it is, continue to work at your job, spend time with friends or family, if you need to be in solitude, however way it makes you comfortable, but do it in a space where you're not driving yourself crazy. We don't need you to look like Jack Nicholson from The Shining, okay? Thank you. Now let's see what else is to expect. Okay, so I got the King of Swords and then the Page of Pentacles right there. Yes, she. Yes, she. Your manifestations are coming something about this week. And again, it's going, when that King of Swords confirms it, it's applied to some form of communication right here. Let me see more about this King of Swords. What is it about this King of Swords you want to talk to me about? Yeah, justice right here. King of Swords, gender doesn't matter, but he's a leader. He's great with communication, but he could be also very straightforward and to the point. And the way that I'm seeing this communication of that straightforward and to the point, I feel like somebody, again, is going to reach out to you. And in a funny way, they themselves are not doing to you, but it's going to come off in a way where it's going to humble you to where you're going to kind of sit and be like, I worked myself up to a rag just for this to be a-okay. I'm hearing short, straight to the point. I'm hearing a yes or hey or whatever response you're kind of looking for. Let's see what else. The Star. Oh my gosh. And then the Hermit right there. This is going to be a beautiful, humbling lesson this weekend. Again, you are going to get what you want, but keep with this reminder. There's a lot of major arcanas coming out here. I also got Libra, Aquarius, Virgo energy that has popped out of here. There's a lot of signs here, but regardless, that's what I was kind of saying. It's like you kind of need to learn to simply be in this belief that things are going to happen, even when you are being told to be put on pause. I've been tapping into a lot of collectives that are being, being told to hold or pause, or there's been a delay. It's like you freak out. That's what I'm saying. Even that you could be, especially with that King of Swords, that I could be talking to a true air sign. I brought up Gemini. I always say air signs are the kings and queens and overthinking and overanalyzing everything. It even gets to the point that you kind of create scenarios in your head a little bit that are kind of negative. And maybe for this collective, I always say, I just said that you may need to go quote unquote isolation, but maybe for this collective, not so much. Cause again, I brought up Jack Nicholson, The Shining, like where he goes nuts in the house, that whole part that I was talking about. There's something about you got to learn to distract yourself, keep yourself occupied with friends, family, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, there's that Knight of Swords. It's coming fast this weekend. I love you guys. I hope this helped. But until then, I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.